I did $1 million in a year. Here's what I did. This is the grind mode, bro. This is where the men separate from the boys. So like the thing that they're looking for from you is they want to know that it's going to be easy and it's going to be fast. What are you going to do if this doesn't work?
I'll be homeless. Like my family won't be able. The only way I knew Tanner at all was through Gentry. I think we've been following him on social media for like 3+ years and trying to launch a business too online. But yeah, eventually it was like, hey, we've got contracts, we got a few things rolling for us. Like it's time to use any money that we have left to take it to the next level. I want to allow opportunities for people to work remotely. I ran a business as far as a CrossFit gym for a while and it sucked. I worked 12 hours a day. I was coaching classes, helping athletes, helping coaches themselves. I couldn't make any money doing it. I wanted to launch online to offer these coaches, other friends and people in the fitness sphere that can make an influence and give them an opportunity to work the laptop lifestyle that I want to have. And so really elevate more families in fitness all around.
Dude, what's up, man?
Doing good, man.
You see in the flesh, bro. What's good?
Good to see you, man.
How was it?
Good.
Do you live here? Where did you come from?
No, Connecticut.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
flew out.
wow. Well, you definitely look like you work out, so I'm assuming it's a fitness business. That's
it is.
crazy. All right, cool. So on a sales call, you pretty much have like intro,
Yep.
pre-frame,
Yep.
questions or discovery. Okay, then you have the pillars. So like you kind of have like those 3 pillars, right?
Yep.
Then usually you'll do like a brief program overview. Okay.
Right.
And then you close, then it's objections. So the big thing I want to focus on with you is making sure that this part is really good, the 3 pillars, because the 3 pillars is what I use on the sales calls, the marketing, my ads, my emails, everything, because that's like why someone's gonna buy with you. The biggest things I want to focus on this is make sure you have like that, and then we can go into your messaging and all that stuff. So The first pillar you have is optimized nutrition, and then the second one you have is progressive custom training, and then the third one is lifestyle remodel. Okay, the biggest thing here is you really do what they do, what we do. If I'm doing optimized nutrition, typically what I'm doing is I'm saying what they do, right? So it's like they'll make you eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. It's super restrictive, it doesn't work. What we do is like, we help you eat bad food and still look amazing. That's really the key point you have to get across. The thing that they're looking for from you is they wanna know that it's gonna be easy and it's gonna be fast. That's like the biggest thing as we're figuring this out. If we get these 3 pillars down, we're gonna use it in everything we do. Okay, so the second pillar is progressive custom training. Okay, now what most people do, what most trainers do, is they're gonna bring you in, you're gonna do tons of cardio, tons of weight, you're gonna lose weight for sure, but you're gonna get busy, maybe you don't wanna do it anymore, you fall off, you travel, and then you're right back in the same boat. We're gonna teach you how you can train however you want. So what does that mean? The 90% of your results come from nutrition, 10% come from training. So what that means is even if you sat around on your ass for a year, you can actually still hit your goal. Now, I don't recommend that because it's not as healthy, but you can literally not work out and still hit your goal. Tons of cardio, lots of weights. You don't have to work out at all if you don't want to. The way you think of it is like, does it create curiosity?
Yeah.
It's either gotta be like a bold claim. So it's like, how I got 500 high ticket clients last month. So people are like, whoa, like how did he do that? But it still creates curiosity. Or it has to be, it doesn't make sense. Like it's like how I lost 30 pounds eating only butter. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be something like that. Okay, so let's look at this first. So, all right, so first thing is like, I don't really like this. So, and then let's look at your link tree. So the first thing, let's go through all your stuff. So link tree, yeah, I don't like, why even have a link tree? Like what's the point of the link tree if the first thing is that?
Yeah, well, the only thing on there was to get them to book a 10-minute call, like any of those.
Yeah, but why, no, what I'm saying is like, why not just put that link right here instead of a link tree? You're creating an extra step. Every time you have an extra step, you get 50% drop off. So what I would do here is like, this is an example, like elevating professionals to conquer their lifestyle through fitness and great food. It's kind of boring. So that's just not great because it's boring. It's kind of like, oh, that's what everyone else does. So instead, I would say like, if we go back to your pillars, you would do like elevating professional conquer their lifestyle through the birthday diet. Eat and train however you want, book a 10-minute consultation. It's more clear what you're doing. And it's also like, to me, if I read that, I'm like, yo, what is this guy doing? You're jacked. The way I view it is like, if you're trying to find a girl on the dating app, the key is you gotta get her on a date like ASAP, because if you don't, she gets a message and then like, you kind of know like people drop off. So I want you to stick with these questions mostly. What's the goal? What's the struggle? What have you tried? Have you ever had a coach? You respond and then you ask a question. Respond and ask a question, always. You see here, cool place, where is that? Cool, I know where, that's awesome, is that where you're from? So this is like not a guy I would probably message because he kind of looks jacked, right? So if he's jacked, like this probably isn't the guy.
Is that the guy?
That's the guy, yeah, that's the guy. I probably wouldn't message this guy. So like, let's just do it anyway. So you're like, cool, where's the place where, oh, so oh, my bad, just small talk. How's the house market right now? Okay, so like, because you already know what he does for work, just ask, right? Also make sure you're looking at their stuff. So like this guy here, okay, so like, he may not want to lose weight, but he can lose weight. And that's the benefit you have in fitness is you can look and it's like, does he need it? That last guy, more than likely, he's gonna be like, bro, like you, like I'm in shape. So like, you gotta kind of have that attitude going into it. The good news is like, you're not an idiot. The bad news is you're taking it too long.
Appreciate that.
Well, you know, sometimes like if they're an idiot, I'm like looking, I'm like, this is never gonna work.
This is not making sense.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm a retainer. I'll work for you $10 an hour. Okay, so are you praying for a comp? Haha, just staying in shape and getting bigger. Oh, sick. How long have you been working as an artist? 3-ish years now. Okay. So from here, pitch, like, right? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So the other thing too is like, I don't know what your schedule's like, but try to check, like I would try to make like you're constantly checking your social. I know it gets a little annoying, but I would almost make it like minimum like every 30 minutes because the longer you take to respond back, you're extending it, right? So what I did, I know you got kids, I know you got a life. What I did is I was doing 16-hour days and I would just do like, I would just message like crazy. I'd do a task and like go back open, like I was just on it like crazy. So you got to find that pattern for you. But remember, every time, like look at this, you messaged him at 10:56, he didn't respond until the next day. Then you messaged him at 10:30, then he messaged you, then you messaged him an hour later. And it's like, you got stuff to do. He's kind of slow messaging, but also like try to push the action because the faster you push, the better. So obviously we're wearing, let's say I would say the way Dominic first started today, so this way. I'm just working towards my ideal physique. Nice man. I love that. What's the biggest struggle? What's the biggest struggle so far? And then like, you just make it look like you're a real person too. Like text, like talk like you would text. You never want to send like a block because blocks like make it look pitchy. You always want to do like little text. So we go back to this guy, boom, okay. So you got to gain weight then. Okay, what have you tried so far? Okay, so you see how I'm moving it a lot. Look, there he is. Boom, he's in it. Tried so far. Let's see if he answers. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, you just gotta stay in this, right? For sure. You never tips. Let me know. Okay, look, this guy's answering. So now they're answering. Okay, so this is like when I start like really getting a roll because. Okay, and that guy's good. We're just gonna move on. If he doesn't respond, you don't want to follow up right again because it's weird. Oh, there he is. Boom, dude. I'm telling you. So, and then if he doesn't, you follow up later. You just follow up. You're like kind of like when a girl leaves you on red. You just follow up till it's like it's awkward. So like gaining weight, gaining muscle. So yes, LOL. Are you struggling with anything? So we got to find a struggle because if he doesn't have a struggle, okay, but he's in it. So look, he's talking. Like he's talking. So it makes sense. Makes sense. Like you struggling with anything? So I'd say with any part of it. Okay, something like that, boom, okay? The first thing you do is like make sure you go through all your followers, all your likes, all your comments, like all of it. Like, so I don't care if you have 2 likes, whatever, just all of it. Okay, so you go through all of that first, okay? Always do that. The second thing is then once you do that or you don't have a lot, then what I usually did is I'd be like this, like Fit Mom. Okay, so let's say I go to like Fit Mom, we'll go to tags, okay? And then dude, you can live in this, like live in it, just like inhale it. I just went here all day. And then what I do, okay, people are gonna get pissed I hear this. There's a lot of fit moms here. I'm literally gonna scroll until I see someone overweight. Okay, perfect, let's go here. So they say, wife, boy, battle axe. Okay, so she's already trying to lose weight. So I'd go, let's see if we can relate to her. Okay, watch. Sarah, kick-ass job, dude. This brings me back to this like nostalgia, like the old days, just hammering the shit. So, okay, Sarah, kick-ass profile. Love seeing all the weights you lift. Hope that's not weird to say, just not common to see. Okay, so you just lean in, dude, hard to the like the good thing, and then you move. So that's one. Okay, so we got one down. Next, move. Okay, so like I'm moving, bro. Like I ain't playing around. Okay, boom, Muscle Life Mommy, certified life coach. Okay, she thinks she's a fitness trainer. I'm not even gonna waste my time. You're just gonna move. So then we keep going. Okay, let's go here. Next, 30 years engaged. Okay, healthy life. She's lurking toward it. Perfect. She's in Norway. I don't know if Norway has a lot of cash or not. That's kind of, I think maybe. Jeanette. So Jeanette, congrats on 30 years of marriage. That's an unbelievable feat. I'm trying to match. Okay, so like, bro, dude, this is easy. I forgot, dude. This is fun because it's like, this brings me back to the old OG days, dog. Okay, so congrats on 30 years of marriage. That's an unbelievable feat. So I'd be like, feat, I'm trying to match. What's the secret? Okay, so you see how I'm just relating. Done. 2. Okay, down. Let's keep going. Here we go.
So you just hit hashtags.
Yeah, because that's the easiest. Now you don't have to, but it's usually the easiest because look how fast that's 12 different people. So it's like I'm just moving quick, like because I don't got time to bullshit around, bro. Like I got lives to save, babies to feed. I gotta make some money. So like we gotta move. So I'm just looking. I'm looking for people that would work. So like this. Does that look like a good fit? No. Skip. Go back. Okay. Look again. What about this one? Nope, that's a company, doesn't work, okay? Let's slow, come on. Okay, let's see this one. Graphic designer, mompreneur, organic skincare guide. Okay, so she does like organic skincare. So like what I'm gonna do, she may work, so I'd be like, cutest kids. Hope that's not, okay, so I'd be like, hope that's not weird to say. I have to, so had to say something. Okay, like that, boom. Dude, we've already started 3 new leads for you, okay, in like a matter of minutes. So like the goal, this is why when people tell me, they're like, Tanner, I don't have any leads. I'm like, dude, like if you did 20 to 30 of these an hour, you're straight. You're straight, and you're gonna have plenty of leads. And then it's like, you don't need a following, you're gonna be fine. Like you just gotta do the work. And then guess what happens? You start making sales, you start grabbing cash, you put it into ads, you do less of this, more leads are coming to you, you reinvest, you build a team, the team starts doing this. It's just one step at a time, dude.
So my biggest question, just finalize, is like as far as content creation.
You don't need
any of that stuff.
I did $1 million in a year. Here's what I did. I woke up and I sent messages all day. Calls, right? So the messages that turned into calls, 0 content. And then once I started making enough cash, I started doing shout outs. When you post, how many people are gonna see it? 5, 10, 20. So you spent 2 hours making a post for 20 people when you could have messaged 20 people.
So I was wondering if it would be advantageous or disadvantageous to widen the scope and look for couples, do like couples deals and stuff like that. What's the pros and cons of niching down, and like what's
like if you're literally just targeting couples, I don't think that's a good idea because you just don't know, like what if one of them doesn't want to do it and one does, you're out. But if you want to go for guys and girls, 100%. Let's say your wife wanted to help you. All I would do if I were you is have your wife start her own IG. She messages the girls, you message guys. Or you message both.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. If you guys want to do it together and you get double the output, well then guess what? You know what those numbers do? They double.
Yeah. You mentioned this, like it's gonna suck some days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you do as far as mindset goes in place? Because a lot of this is a belief thing, right? Like you have to know that you can get the work done.
Yeah.
And not get burnt out. I hit a day like last week and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
So what's your tip?
Well, so I think the first thing is you probably thought it sucked because like based on what I saw in your DMs, you're not reaching out to enough people. So you don't have enough leads. So then you're like, well, but if you were reaching out that much per hour, you're gonna get the response rate and then you're gonna be busy as so I don't think it sucks as much. When I was in your position, I just always told myself, I was like, I would rather die than go back to where I was. I just was like, I'll do whatever it takes. And I think that fear just drove me to like insane like levels of relentlessness. I don't know. I think the thing you have to ask yourself is like, what are you gonna do if this doesn't work?
Right.
And like, do you know the answer to that?
I'll be homeless. Like my family won't be able to.
Okay, so like, I mean, you feel me? So like, my heart goes out to you. I don't have a family like you do, but if you know that like, if this doesn't work, you're homeless and it's a math game, then you're in control. And you have to think that way. I was sending probably 200 to 300 messages a day. So if you can do 20 messages an hour, that only takes you 5 hours of work and you got 3 hours left. Right now, those other 3 hours, what are you usually doing? You're probably responding. This is the f***ing grind mode, bro. This is like where, I mean, this is where the men separate from the boys. So like, I know how you're feeling right now, but I promise you, the reason I'm showing you the math is it f***ing will work if you f***ing do the work. It's not like it won't work. The only way it wouldn't work is literally you send all the messages and then you're saying creepy. I know it doesn't feel like it, but you're actually in a good spot because you have proof of concept, you know it works, your price point is super low, you got it paid in full, you look the part, you just gotta send out those messages, and then the good news is it doesn't last forever. All you have to do every day is you get your ass up and you message until your fingers bleed, and then you get calls and you start closing, and then you're gonna have cash, and then we take that cash and we put it into ads so you get more, and then guess what's gonna happen? Because you learned this, these will work. You know why these don't work? Because no one wants to do this. That's the funniest part. And because you did door-to-door sales, that's why you're good at closing. That's why you even said, you're like, oh yeah, that's the easiest part. Why? You have a sales background. You know who does the best on this? Guys with sales backgrounds. Why? Because you don't have as big a learning curve. So you get the messaging down, you're gonna be fine. You've already made a sale. So it's not like you're like, oh, this doesn't work. It's like you already proved it worked. And we already diagnosed that you're not doing enough volume and your messaging is not good enough, and we did that. So it's like, that to me is all I need to win. Because if I know it works, then that's all I need. So
It's time to get to work.
yeah, dude. Cool?
Let's do it,
And then send me the rest of your questions, bro, and you can do it. Dude, I'm so glad you came, man. You're gonna crush, bro.
If I was to get any advice to anyone else that's on the fence, thinking about what a mentor would be like, or to having a coach in their corner, not gonna ever be good enough not to have a coach. And two, you would never want to take advice from someone that's not in somewhere you already want to be. And that's exactly what Tanner's done, is he's somewhere that I want to be. And the insights and the freedom that it gives you to actually explore that mentally before physically, like actually getting there, is worth every second to be in the room.